Hello and welcome to my old cozy home in Embervale. Today I'm doing the third dungeon, the dungeon in the Nomad Highlands. I'm still doing blind runs. I haven't informed myself before this run. The only thing I know is it is still bigger than the last one and it might take longer to explore, especially as I am a slow player. But now let's jump into matters. So here I am again, and I've got my rested buff again, and now we'll see what awaits me in there. A lot of skeletons, that I'm sure of. Tension is growing. Entrance is great as always. I already got the map marker. And now the exploration starts. Looking into every corner again. See, the first enemies are already waiting for me. See whether we can do some intelligent combats. No, I cannot jump up. Okay, I've got the right ones equipped. One. I don't like those red ones. Of course, they are very annoying. And they get easily through blocks. Thought it could take me by surprise. Wow, there. I hope this time I will not lose my whole loot like the last time with the slide. This was just the usual reception commando, as I might call it. And now here is the real entrance to the dungeon. I'm curious course, if there will be some weird readings again. The last ones were so strange that I was not able to translate that. Just a lot of gibberish, hateful stuff, untranslatable for me, and incomprehensible as well. Okay, next stage. Looks very similar to the last dungeon. No surprises until now. A lot of magician material again, which is a little bit unfair. Magicians seem to be supported by the game much better than rangers like me. I want to test out something. The new errors I have got, it seems they cannot get near, or they can. Since I cannot test my new arrows, of course I would have to stop and it's hitting me through the iron gate. Curved around and I was aiming, and now he's walking away. Not bad, serious. Surprised that these arrows also they are weak. Seems to work quite fine. Yes, they are surprisingly good. Did not expect that. Will spare some of these arrows because I really like the way they work, but I don't need them currently. Okay. He's up there. I see. can't stay up there. Okay, here come the masters. Oh, he didn't stay up there. Let's split them up a little bit. Potions, I spare them for the time when the enemies get worse and there are more of them. I also expect bosses here, because usually in Enshrouded, if you had one boss at one place, he will appear at another place. There's only one exception, that's the Gibbon, the dragon. I didn't find the dragon at any other place, but all the other bosses appear at other places too. So I expect the Cyclops to roam these halls. Would be astonished if it wasn't the case, because it's nearly every time that you will meet the boss at some other location. There's something behind. This looked so as if there might be something hidden behind it, but it was just a lure to make me believe. Who's there? Don't think I can still do without spending too much of my special materials. Of course, I'm still at the start of the dungeon. A bit too slow. I'm still trying out how these use all those little helpers best. What situation, what direction is it best to throw them? This was not ideal what I did here. It's learning by trying and testing. And sometimes I died when I tried to test. Oh, I just noticed that my armor is not complete. I forgot to put my helmet on. Okay. I'm curious if you can find empty classes only in dungeons, so you have to return to the dungeon every time you need some, or if you can find it also at other places. When I finish my blind runs, I will research into such questions, but at the moment I don't do it because I don't want to spoil the experience. So it seems another place to fly down blindly without the possibility to return. Just like in the last dungeon. Oh, there are bats down there. There is probably lava pits down there. So I shouldn't fall into that. This will be a little bit of a flying challenge. I can fly over here. So I have a better view of what's going on. That's our best done with the wand. With the wand, they are usually quick kills. Only if they are close by. So now I am searching for the next platform to jump to. There seems to be a place. Is that one? That one? They are not coming nearer yet. So I try to get to a landing place here. Oh, there's a staircase. So again, there are decisions to make, where to go, where to check. There's some loot in here. There's not much loot for a ranger. I have my inventory filled with stuff that I can't really use. I do have a staff, but I'm not leveled up to be a magician. That's a dead end. Okay, means flying down farther and farther and farther and farther, further, I don't know. To a safe spot. One down. Second down, dock. Hello. Docks are more difficult to hit, interestingly. Okay, there is a staircase down. But I first get rid of the someone over there. There he is. Thank you. So now we'll see what's the staircase. It's leading nowhere. There's a hook, okay. There's, oh yes, there's the door to open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 symbols to find. I missed this one. I thought I got it too. Okay. There's a symbol down there. I can see it from here. And the one is... Okay, I probably don't reach them from up here. Let's test it out. Not that they are moving. Yes, I can reach them. Oh, that's great. Do I have equipped? Yes, the fossils. Should have taken more of the fossils. lucky landing. What shall I? Shall I use against them? That's not quite clear. It's sufficient to separate them and do them singularly. Mr. Duck sneaked up from behind. Oh, there's only one left. Not so bad. Oh, 2. Oh, well, 2 is not bad either. That's bad at the same time, yes. Doubles. Bones. Okay. It's 2. Not so good that I use. I have to look if I can upgrade my wand a little bit. It was sufficient until now because I only use it against bats or spiders, but it would be nice to have my little skeleton helper too in these situations, not only use the helpers I get from the dungeon. I think I'm standing at 3 of 5, if I'm correct. No, 2 of 5. 2 of 5? Ah, I see. There's some jumping challenge over there. Let's see what it is. lava. This would not be the best idea. So now I think there must have been a reason that I was guided here. Try this passage. Ah, I see. A jumping challenge. So you have to do it in... Ah, there's a bed. You have to do it in an angle that you will land. Oh, there are two. Oh, this is interesting. This is quite interesting. This is a question of timing again, and I'm not good at timing. Let's see what I can do. Got one, but missed the second one. So now to reach the second one, I have to get back up there. Another case of rinse and repeat. I tried to hit both, but unluckily I was not successful in doing so. Hopefully this time I will jump high enough and straight. Yes, got it. So there's one left. A bit of blue. Also to check for hidden doors. But if I check into every corner, then this exploration will be an endless task. So now is the question, where is the last symbol? So this is the part that I don't like about the dungeons, is when you don't have any guidance of where you should look and where you should go. Okay, this is guidance. I excuse myself in this case. There was a guidance and I just saw it at the moment when I was getting annoyed. This last room, I liked it. It was okay, not like the last dungeon where I thought everything was a little bit too difficult to understand, either too difficult or too easy. It was just looking around without any hints or super easy to do. And this last hall here, it was, I could understand it, you could find the correct points, you could see where the symbols were, you found the climbing spots. This hall was okay, it could be worked from up, down to down, and yes, up to now I'm much more happy than I was with the last dungeon. Not looting much. No, it's just I do have a better potion. Now, after the door there are usually enemies, and you enter into a new stage of the dungeon. Since I lost most of my loot in the last dungeon, Of course, my corpse was at a place where I couldn't get it without dying again and again. This time I will spend more time with looting to replace what I have lost. Okay, masses of enemies. What's behind this door? Enemies out. I go in. Here is the question, can I get up again if I go down? In these dungeons, it's always a problem that you don't know which is the right way to go. There are so many skeletons there. I could have avoided them, and that's the problem, that you don't know. Can I avoid them and just go on, or do I have to fight them? You can see that as a solo player, there's really huge amount of enemies. You have to slash your way through, or whatever method you use to get rid of the enemies, it's crude. Even for a magician, I think it would be crude to get through these messes, and it seems I did not need to go to this end, and it was just all unnecessary. I was on the right path, and that's a problem that you never know. Just return. I want to repair my sword. I like my sword. It's working fine. I thought perhaps at the back there is some switch or some very special loot. I check once more if I have missed something, or if I have to hack a door open perhaps here. Is there something behind? Something that I didn't really need because I don't work by-handed weapons. But it's nice to know that I figured it out, that I knew there is something behind, and could have been something that I needed. Who knows? So, okay, the way is leading down. This again is a dungeon where down is the direction you have to go. phobia treatment again. Yes, I know you probably think I could speed run through and just let the spiders be spiders. It's possible. Just do a little bit of healing stuff. Some more ectoplasma fragments. Okay, more of the spider. Be funny if there was a big spider in here, just like you have in Hogwarts Legacy. It's funny fighting those big spiders, but here there are only small spiders. Those webs were so promising. So again, we are at the crossway where I have to decide to go left or right. And there's no hint what's the right correction. And see what's the right direction to go. I just open both doors. Might even be a round course. Looks a little bit like a round course where both directions might be okay. See, this goes around the corner. The other one probably too. Yes. Usually there's a safe spot around the corners. I don't know if that's the case here. Let's see. No. I just should have gone a little bit faster. Fly jumping. That was not big damage done. Now this time I try jumping into the spikes. Not my best moment. I usually am not as bad with spikes. There's something here and something here. And again, the decision. What's the right direction? Oh, this is only a looting place. Probably this is the path to the center of the dungeon. Okay, I see. Yes. It's nice to see the spikes to attack the skeletons too. That's quite funny. They are stuck. I like it. I like it. I like to see him die like that. Those guys are so annoying. Now he's no challenger anymore. is no challenge, but I should have blocked nevertheless. I got too proud of myself. You never should be that. But this was a good solution to getting killed by the spikes. Now I have to check if there are some of them left. Again, doors. An open door and a closed door. What's the meaning of that? Just the loop room. There's a staircase. No, it's a reverse staircase. Skeletons. And it goes up again. Come to mommy. Come. In the corner, I'm with you. It's unfair. definitely is only a loot room. I think. See if there's any special loot here. Except all those guys. Leave some more over there. Just go into the corner. Of course, the other stuff later on. These guys here. Seems there's still is it? Don't talk and jump. It's through. It's oh easy if you do it correctly. This is why I was guided here. Well, one more thing to get runes from. Okay, now I have found a throne. Throne of bones. And this was one of the quest challenges. So it was necessary to go to this corner to find one of the recipes. Nothing else, I think. It's always nice to know that if you go a different way, it was worth to go there. At the moment, I'm pretty satisfied with this dungeon. For a good dungeon to work, there should always be something around every corner, something different enemy, or something that you find and you can loot. And it is very important for a dungeon to keep the rhythm, to keep a correct rhythm, how often a player is successful and gets a reward for what he does. And I think in the last dungeon this rewarding system didn't really work. It was not sufficiently weighted. With this dungeon now, I think it's up to now it's been done better. I get the rewards in time, the enemies are controllable and sensible. The only drawback, I think, is that's the same kind of enemies that I had in the last dungeon, only stronger. I would have liked if they had perhaps introduced some new kind of enemies. Might have been something small, bug-like or whatever for these new dungeons. Because it's all opponents that you already know, and it's the only thing that I would think I would like differently. So this was the spawn place. So now what do we take now? I stick to the fossils currently. Might be a second spawn place in the corner, yes. I thought so. Okay. So we'll just do a little bit of tactics. I also like this dungeon better because it offers you more challenges to do some tactical gameplay to isolate enemies, and that's especially important if you're a solo player. You have to split them up or to find some strategies. If there are messes that not all will come, and it's all hack and slash. And here you can do some strategical fighting without spending too much of my arrows. I might need them later on, and if I can do some combat without arrows, that's always better. That guy in the corner. One of those weak ones. And now I have to get rid of that one spawn place, otherwise this will go on and on and on. I'll take the big hammer and get rid of the spawn place. Never know if I should take more of these fragments, because if you can get them only in the dungeon, then it's better to have them than not to have them. Some more. Okay. Stick with the hammer. No repair station nearby. And I want to be prepared for the next stage. Oh, repair station. I think this is working out better at the moment than the last dungeon. Much more pleased with the design, and I feared I might be disappointed again, but currently I'm not. I'm happy. Now we'll see what is the next stage.